Arizona. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Now.
Off play action. Black. Completes this one to Meredith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cameron Meredith. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second and a couple, Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go. 43. Hey, check it. Hey, echo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, go 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Got three down.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check 24.
On second down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's able to get it out of there. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
On the set. 50. Hey. High 7. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Black. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
On the double. Bravo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, lock it. Here we go. Go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right, I'm coming.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2. Remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, Sue. Mike's 43. Mike. Ozzy. Hey, check it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
General West.
On 1st down, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, goal 66. Hey, team 6, team 6.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right here, right here.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
12-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, right, Roger. 3 down. Check. 72. Watch the safety creep. Check 9. Out. Hey.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, 1st down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
It's a quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Michelle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 3rd and goal, Patriots now.
Tom Brady on the sneak.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal, Patriots now.
Tom Brady on the sneak.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 99. Check 99. 50. 31. Check 31. 72.
On the ground is Michel. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Check alert. Check. Check the hot read. Check 1.
They'll run with Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Play action, now it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
50. Hey, exit. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. At 58 is a line. Wait, 28.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43 is the mark. All day, baby, all day.
On play action, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we got my leg.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Murray's pass, intended for Trent Sherfield, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Under 10. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You ain't going nowhere.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, 66. 43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 40. Hey, Delta. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw is Brady. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before. and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Switch gears. Bang, bang, come! Bang, bang!
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go!
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And it's getting in hard.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Michelle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down now, it's White, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Let's go!
Given the 40
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Orbit.
Off the play fake. Brady. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard. Down to the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
You got time right there. SOS. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 72. Pack it.
Throwing now is Brady.
Let's go.
And now here's another interception. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Murray. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Wide, get wide.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Wait, 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Regular.
Now Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, it's Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Wait, 20. Hey, check it. 43 is Mike. 43 is Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike.
Now Brady again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's complete to Williams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop back to 500 now at 4-up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.